From John Cook Arena at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, we have NCAA volleyball tonight as Grand Canyon University at 6-1 travels to take on the #1 team in the nation, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, at 7-0. And hello again, everyone, and welcome inside John Cook Arena, along with the coach, John Cook. I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us as we get set for another Nebraska match here at home. And I think, John, if there's one thing we've learned this year, it's that Danny Busboom-Kelly not afraid to mix up the lineup, and we're going to see that again tonight. We're going to see a new setter tonight, 2 new outside hitters, and probably a new libero and a new middle. So that's almost about 90% of the starting lineup right there. But she's not afraid, you're correct. And I talked to her today, and she wants to get all these guys ready to play because she thinks they're going to need them down the stretch. One of those interchangeable pieces has been at libero, Olivia Malk and Lainey Choboy. Let's start with Lainey. Well, Lainey is, she's a highlight reel, as you can see here, flying around, taking balls from all over the court. Great defensive player. Here she sets a great ball out of system, and Lainey is very athletic, and she also brings a lot of energy to the court and makes people around them have high energy. And Olivia Malk, a little different. She's quieter, she's unassuming, but she's a great passer. And she is statistically right now very close to where Lexi Rodriguez was last year. So that is an elite company right there. And this is a great battle going on, but Danny has the luxury. She can just interchange them, and they do great. All kinds of talent for the Huskers this year. The newcomers get their chance tonight here against Grand Canyon University. Nebraska is hosting at home. They're #1 in the country, undefeated. They take on Grand Canyon when we come back here at the Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Back at the Devaney Center here in Lincoln, Grand Canyon takes on Nebraska tonight at the Devaney Sports Center. Huskers undefeated at 7-0 on the year. Grand Canyon has been playing well. They've had 2 5-setters in their last 3 matches. They are 6-1 coming in here to challenge Nebraska, and it will be a brand new lineup that Grand Canyon, the Lopes, will face against the Huskers. As starting at setter will be Campbell Flynn, the freshman. Adriano gets the start at opposite. Rebecca Alec consistent in the middle. Obeche gets the start also in the middle. Skylar Pierce technically will not get the start. It'll be in the back row, Maisie Bosinger for her. But when she rotates in, Pierce will run through the front row. Sigler gets the start, and a very different looking lineup, John. Olivia Malk. This is probably the biggest change she's made all year for a starting lineup. But you know what? I look out there, and I mean, there's no drop off. So now the question will be, how will they play together? And that's what they got to figure out. So maybe we see a slow start as they work through it, but she rotates them in practice, so they're used to this. And then the interesting thing with Grand Canyon is they're running a 6-2, and we're going to see something we never see before, or very rarely. They're going to have a setter who will set in the back row and then come around and hit in the front row. There is Danny Busboom-Kelly, first season 7-0 at Nebraska. You see her sparkling career record in her 8 seasons at Louisville before coming back home this year. GCU will start it off. Natalie Guerrero back to serve for Grand Canyon. Good pass by Bosinger. They run the middle. Rebecca Alec terminates. Maisie hasn't played a lot, but she's also a great passer, and that's a great way to start off. She's a senior, she's calm, and she knows it's her last shot, puts it right on the money, and here we go. It's going to be tough to stop that all night. So now Alec back to serve. Alec's numbers have been ridiculously good this year, clearly having her best year in her senior season. Good up there by Alec. One-handed set by Flynn off the block, and the kill by Obeche. Mania Obeche with the swing and kill. Larry, watch this here. This is a great touch on the block. Great dig by Rebecca Alec in a one-handed set. I mean, that's perfect right there. That's elite volleyball. And Campbell Flynn is a freshman. She showed you how to do it. Overpass Obeche with the kill. This is a great freshman class Nebraska has. Congratulations. You're seeing her right here, and not only are they great players, but they're really close and tight knit. They always have been. Well, a lot of them played on USA teams, correct? Yes. 18 and 19 other teams. Good hustle by Bosinger to keep it alive. Pushed outside the swing, great up. Flynn to Sigler, not down. Push to the deep corner, goes Ramirez. We'll see a lot from Ramirez, and there is Sigler with the kill.
3 digs for Maisie in that rally. You saw there, again, Nebraska continue to better the ball, put the Campbell at the net, and they get a great pass set kill.
Huskers off to the quick start, 4-0. Pushed out to Ramirez again. That's off the top of the block. Good up by Rebecca Alec, but nobody there.
That was a great up by Rebecca Alec. The problem was Campbell couldn't get it by her because she dove on the ground. So great effort by the Huskers. One thing you worry about on these matches, they're playing a Grand Canyon team. It's not a Big Ten team. Will they have a letdown? These guys are they're coming to play tonight.
Adriano with the swing from the right pin into the net, called on GCU. There's the head coach for the Lopes, Kendra Potts, in her 2nd season in Arizona. Led her Division II team, West Texas A&M, to a national title in 2023. Also led them back, or 2022 the title was, led them back to the championship match in 2023. Off the block. It's a good swipe there by Ramirez off the hands of Campbell. So Chilboy now in the lineup.
Let's watch this play here. Watch this tool here off the block. And as we say, there's no diggers over here. So it's a great kill and a great play.
Bump set by Flynn. Sigler off the top of the block gets the kill. Terea Sigler getting her opportunity in 6 rotations tonight.
Larry, and now Nebraska come back and counter that. Watch this hit here. It's going to go here. And she's going to just take a little off, hit it off those hands. And again, the only diggers over there are the coaches for Grand Canyon.
Down the line, Ramirez. She's got a quick swing and gets the kill.
Really nice side out there by Grand Canyon. Ramirez had a nice opening in the block because Campbell Flynn got caught up on the middle. So she made him pay.
Hunter West now back to serve. West, a former Nebraska prep out of Wausau, Nebraska. In her bio sheet, she lists her favorite players. One of them, Andy Jackson, and another one, Lexi Rodriguez.
I had to look up Wausau. I've never been there before. I didn't know where it was. But apparently she played volleyball for VCN in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right. Good pass. Ran the middle, not down. First swing from Skylar Pierce. Good dig. Into the antenna. Pushed a little too far for Alec. So Bella Anderson now back to serve. Bella out of Scottsdale, Arizona. So she's played with some of the Huskers across the net. Sigler with the swing. Boy, there's some authority on that one. Check it. I think Sigler. It was not Sigler. Obviously, that's Skylar
Larry,
Pierce.
I want to show you what sets us up. Look right here. Look at this pass. She keeps her arms out, wide base, and stays with it. Puts it right. Campbell Flynn barely has to move on that. It's so hard to defend that when you pass it. You know, we call that a perfect pass.
Tips it back the other side. And the point for GCU.
Good rally for them. That's a great effort there by Macy Hughes to find a way to tool it off the block and win that. We call that a joust, with the ball's on top of the net and everybody's trying to do something with it. she got it in there and pushed it off. A really nice play.
Why do setters usually win those jousts?
Because they're smarter. That's why I hire setters. Danny's a setter. Kelly was a setter. You hire setters, assistant coaches.
There you go. Swing in the middle. Off the hands of the kill. Goodman with the kill.
Everybody thought Rebecca Alec blocked that, but she wasn't quite over the net, so it just waterfalls inside her. And you can see here, this great shot here by our Nebraska Public Media here. And you can see it drops on her side. So it's just, blocking is a game of inches. 1 inch determines whether it's a good block or a bad block.
Kavachak with the serve. Good pass from Sigler. Adriano with the swing.
So, Larry, look here. This is one of the things that they do in what's called Nebraska Rotation 1. So Adriana's going to come in here, and Skylar's out here, and Becca's going behind. So you can see it's all one-on-one right there in the middle. Now look at the matchup. Adriano's going to win that most of the time.
Tipped over. Adriano keeps it alive. Sigler rolls it over, and the kill. Didn't have much there, but a great roll by Terea Sigler.
She's one of those players we call a true 6 outside hitter, because she can do everything well. And there's an example. She changes up her shot. She's one of the hardest hitters in the gym, but she just off-speeded it there and got an, I mean, the ball didn't even get touched. Oh, here we go. We got
by Flynn.
Nice set. Hit that.
Right back to her. Off the block, Sigler with another kill. Sigler already with 4 on 5 swings. She's hitting .800.
So this is a scramble play, and you're going to see her come in here, and she's going to take a little off and just tool that right hand right there. That right hand was moving, and got an easy kill.
Overpass, put down by Rebecca Alec. Alec off to the quick start as well. That's her second kill. And a timeout taken by GCU. Huskers on top early, doubling up Grand Canyon. At the Devaney Sports Center, Nebraska out to the quick start, 12-6 here in the opening set. Huskers right now, John, hitting .562.
Yeah, they came to play tonight.
Brand new lineup, new starters, and it hasn't phased them a bit. And Boziger with the ace. Maisie's
on fire tonight. She's digging, chasing balls down, and she just got an ace, and she's had a couple other bad passes on her serve. She got an overpass, which is, she doesn't get the kill, but it helps Becca hitting percentage.
Pushed outside, big swing right into the block by Osterdahl. But point for Nebraska.
Well, this is just a really big block here, and that set is a little bit tight. You can see how she kind of had to jump in for that. It's impossible to try to hit against that block with that set.
A good dig by Flynn. No blocker there, and Flynn handled it. Ran Alec just dumps it into the donut and gets the kill.
So Larry, here's this is just a great set here, and again, Adriano set this up by passing the ball right there, and we call this the donut right there. It's really hard to defend that.
Just on the line, good swing and a nice kill. A pace shot there. Took a little bit off it. Did Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez hit, that was out of the back row. So they're running a 6-2, which means they always have 3 hitters, and they set a 4th hitter out of the back row. Nice play and caught Nebraska off guard.
And you mentioned Nunez sets out of the back row. Nunez in the front row right now for GCU, so she'll be swinging on this rotation through. Adriano 3 for 3. 3 swings, 3 kills.
Again, Sigler set up a great pass here. Look at this set here by Campbell. she's going long distance, so this middle blocker never gets there. So one-on-one for Adriano, and it's a kill.
Flynn back to Adriano again. The tip this time not down. Free ball opportunity here for Nebraska. Flynn pushes out Sigler with the swing, and it's blocked. Point GCU. The block on that right side. It looked like Goodman was there.
That was a really nice block right there. Nebraska tried to run an inside go set, we call it, and that Goodman jumped in there and took it away. Great play by her.
And the serve by Goodman is in. Right on the back line for the ace.
Grand Canyon's hanging in there a little bit, starting to compete a little bit better.
Obeche with the kill. Great set by Flynn again.
All set up by the pass. And Sigler put that ball again on Campbell's, really right on her head, and great execution by Nebraska. So we'll see if Grand Canyon here can side out.
Obeche was kind of a late bloomer, right? I mean, she wasn't high in the rankings early, but I think, after the decommitment from Northwestern, after the changing coaches, there were a lot of people who were in on her at that point because they had seen her play.
Yeah, she was definitely a late bloomer, and I think she played basketball. And look at this block by her right here. Look at her finish over the net. That's big time for any college volleyball player, but it's really big time for a freshman.
Adriano with the kill. That is a 4th kill now for Adriano. And another timeout taken by GCU with the Huskers on top by 10. They're hitting 5:22 in the match and in control.
Larry, we want to take a look at this last play that Nebraska ran. It's a very unusual play you don't see a lot in college volleyball. So you're going to see Obeche go out here. You got Campbell, who's a lefty, who can attack, and now Adriano's going to come out of the back row right here, and then here's Sigler out here. So you got 4 hitters you have to defend, and she sets this little inside set. We call it a 40, and again, I don't, Grand Canyon probably has not seen that. So for those players, they're worrying about Obeche, they're worrying about Campbell up there, and they don't realize Adriano's coming out of the back row. So they're confused. The back row didn't know where to go. The block didn't know where to go. And it wasn't that great of a hit, but it was a kill for Nebraska.
Adriano, 4 kills, 5 swings, hitting 800 here in set number 1. Back to serve now is Adriano. Off the net, Ramirez up down. Got the back corner, great shot again. Wow, Sigler.
Let's watch this set here by Campbell. And again, I love setters, but she's going to put this. Oh, we missed it there. She put that ball in a tough dig right in the window for Sigler to hit that ball, and she made a great shot down the line.
And the ace by Adriano. She's so good at mixing up her serves.
Yeah. There's nobody in college volleyball passing that serve right there. Now let's see if she can do it again. You want to put a bet on it? It's a high risk, high reward serve, or she might come back and change it up. This is if she can get this thing going, I mean, it'll be a huge weapon for Nebraska. So she took a little off there, but still gets a bad pass out of it.
Ramirez couldn't get through the block. Ramirez again into the block. Good up. Campbell Flynn, big swing from the lefty.
And that's something that anytime you can get a setter that's a left-handed, you have a huge advantage. Look at Campbell. She loves to hit. She just. And yeah, that block is now going to be thinking about that play every time the ball is close to the net.
And into the net. Huskers still 3 away from set number 1.
So statistically, what Danny and Jalen will look at on that is, okay, Adriano missed a serve, but she calls an ace. She got another bad pass out of it. So anytime you can go back there and score 2 points for more consistent, they'll be really effective.
Bella Nunez will now set out of the back row on the serve there and drops that in for the ace. 2 aces for GCU here in set 1.
This is, to me, this is a little lazy volleyball. I'm going to get off to the Huskers here a little bit. They've got to see that ball out. They've got to chase it all the way back, and they just kind of look at it and hope it's out.
Overpass. Sigler rolls it over. Not down on the swing by Hughes. Great tip. Obeche found the open floor.
Larry, I can tell you, they don't practice that. That's just an athlete right there. Awesome dig by Laney there. Campbell gets it up, and look at this set from way off the net. I mean, that's just,
yeah. Hey,
this is what you tell, if I'm Grand Canyon coach, a side out. No sense in talking about that one.
Pierce fires into the block, recycles. Obeche tips. Into the block and out. Point for GCU.
Nice swing by Ramirez there. Boy, Nebraska just puts so much pressure on you because they force you to side out at a really high level because they're going to side out, and then their transition is so good.
And right now, GCU siding out at just 29%. Great dump by Campbell Flynn.
I wish I had the clicker to go back, because the play before this, Campbell had 2 blockers on her. Now she probably thinks they're not going to block me and just shoots it over there. Nobody even moved for it.
Set point for Nebraska. And it's an ace. What a dominant performance in set number 1 for the Big Red.
They won this rally. Here comes a great dig. She lays out on the floor. They actually won that rally. Another dig. She puts it right there for Campbell. Another kill. And then here comes an ace serve. So, I mean, Maisie is having a major impact tonight. We don't talk much about her, but she's having a look at all the points she's helping her team score. As a coach, you love to see seniors, you know, if they haven't played a lot, to come out and be able to impact the match.
Yeah.
And you know, and she's at a place where she's just going to love the rest of the season here, just being a part of this team, and no pressure, just play. And it's great to see. Again, this is going to make another decision for Danny.
Yeah, right. I mean, she is kind of the consummate Nebraska prep, right? Dreamed of playing here, wanted to play here, gets her opportunity to play, and then when she does, shines, right? I mean,
yes.
It's the dream of so many young girls around the state. Starting off in set 2. Ramirez right down the line, got the kill. That's a good swing.
Very good swing, great side out. And you know, I think for Grand Canyon right now, you got to tell them to forget the first game. We're here. We're used to the crowd now. We're used to Nebraska, their size and what they're doing, and let's settle down and start playing, you know, volleyball on our side of the net. Great start by them.
Tough serve by Goodman. But what a push there by Campbell Flynn. Leads to the kill by Adriano. But that's what you see, her not afraid to take a risk.
You're right. I might rein that one back a little bit because, again, Adriana saved it because she's taller, but that was a tight set. But, you know, Campbell's not afraid to take risks. Love to see Rebecca Alex serving here.
Into the block and out, and another kill for Ramirez. 2 for 2 here in the second set.
This is just a really elite hit here by Ramirez. And somebody who's confident, seeing the block. I mean, this is a huge block right here. And she's just going to blow up Adriana's right hand right there.
Sigler swipes it off the block. Left-handed swing of Hughes from the opposite. No touch. Point, Nebraska. Macy Hughes, just a freshman out of San Antonio, Texas. Good up by Sigler, off of the swing by Ramirez. And look at Campbell Flynn, tight to the net, just swipes it off the block for the kill. She's becoming part of the offense here.
As lefties. It's a really nice play by her. This is an elite play right here. Great up by Sigler right here. Mock sets is a little tight, and look at her going to that block. Just a really high level play.
3 attempts, 3 kills for Flynn. Did not clear the net. Bellis with the swing.
Again, playing Nebraska, they put so much pressure on you right now, and I can feel Grand Canyon feeling this, like, God, we got to side out. We can't hit balls in the net, especially if we get a chance to kill it. We've got to find a way to kill it.
Just missed the top of the tape.
Danny's giving her a free rein to serve tonight. And now Adriano's staying in the game, so there's no sub coming in for her. So let's look for see if she gets set out of the back row.
Turned by West. Sigler with the big swing. Boy, Nebraska out of system, and Sigler cleans it up.
The only way this happens, Larry, is the set right here. She has to put this in a perfect spot right here. And you can see here that Sigler just drives and rips this ball. I mean, that's really, really a great set by Campbell Flynn.
National Player of the Year, Campbell Flynn. Gatorade National Player of the Year. 2-time Michigan Player of the Year. And another kill, 4 for 4.
Campbell's putting on a clinic. Larry, I was going to tell you when we could watch replay after replay on her. Yeah. Oh, so here we go. This is awesome here. So you can see, here's the freeze. Everybody's here, and look at the hole right there.
She caught them all roasting marshmallows around the campfire. Big swing there. Oh, back row attack.
Back row attack.
In front of that 10-foot line?
Yes, so what that means is they set her in the back row, but if she touches the line, and let's look at her feet here. You can see right there her toe just touched the line, and so that's a violation, a point for Grand Canyon.
There's that back row set for Adriano, but does not get through the block, point for Grand Canyon.
Nice block, great discipline there by the Grand Canyon block.
Kabachak will now set and serve.
So Larry, this set, the numbers have come down a little bit. Grand Canyon's hitting 0 with 2 kills, and Nebraska's hitting 250s. So kind of come back to reality.
Aggressive swing by Parlanti that goes into the net. Sophia Parlanti, the graduate, transferred into Grand Canyon this year. And the swing is wide. Nunez with the hitting error.
Again, this is where Grand Canyon cannot afford to give up a 2 or 3 point run. Now we're going to get a challenge here on a touch. Interesting.
So our first challenge of the night, we'll head to the monitors and review. Look for a touch on the challenge by Grand Canyon.
So Larry, while we're doing this here, you can see if we can take a look. Nebraska Public Media team, see if we got it. Doesn't look like it to me. Yeah, I don't see anything moving there. Do you?
I don't. I think the ball covers it up if it did. So maybe if we see another angle and we see that it's well wide of her hand, then we would know there wouldn't be a touch.
There, you ask, you shall receive. I don't see a touch from this angle.
Yeah.
And why they're doing this?
This is the one that'll tell you.
Okay.
Because we've already seen that it didn't hit the top. So this is wide of that hand.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh.
Well, look at that.
Grand Canyon got it. Wow.
So point for the Lopes. Successful challenge for Kendra Potts.
He may have a different angle that we can't see.
Right. Natalie Guerrero in to serve for the Lopes.
That's the first green card I've lost this year, darn it.
You know, we get into big play, they aren't going to use the card.
Yeah, right. We're going to go to hand signals.
Right. So there's an experimental, because this is not a rule change year, they are going to have an experimental change where the coaches and the Big Ten has agreed to do it.
Larry, here's what we call gap. Gap set. Running in that gap right there. There's the little hole right there. The set came from all the way over here. When it executed, very difficult to defend.
Off the block of Rebecca Alec and the kill by Nunez.
That was all set up by the pass. They got her in system, and so it causes the Nebraska middle blocker to be late, and that creates a little gap to get the kill.
Serve long.
That's why we say serving is so important. It's to get the other team out of system to help your defense. And of course, if you miss, you're just giving them a side out. So it's you live and die with tough serving. So that's why I always say I think it's the most important skill. Another good pass. Another good pass.
Yep. Touch by Obeche. A little tight for Nunez to handle. Ramirez with the swing, got down. And the overpass, she puts that one away.
Great effort there. Rebecca Alec had 2 digs and then missed that dig. But it's great to see when you got a middle that can play defense. And, you know, she's one of the top beach players during the beach season. And this is one of the reasons why she can do more than just block and hit.
Like we've seen so many times in the offseason, too, she has spent extra time in the gym working on her passing and digging of the defense in general.
Yes, she loves to play defense. I know when I was coaching, she's always asking, can I dig? Can I dig? Can I pass?
Knotted at 10 here in set 2. Nunez to serve.
Nice shot here.
Little wrist away, thumb down, kill by Hughes.
It's a really crafty shot. You're going to see her kind of cut this ball over here. Just takes a little off and cuts it, and you can see nobody there digging.
Adriano into the block, kept alive. A good swing out of system. Ramirez wasn't going to give him an easy ball. She went up and swung at it out of system and got the kill.
Great effort here by Grand Canyon. Ramirez takes a big swing from off the net. Nebraska was surprised. They thought we'd get a free ball out of that.
There's Obeche in the middle. Benaya Obeche with the kill.
That's what the gap said again. Campbell's running it really, really well.
Beche hitting .625. 5 kills, 8 swings, no errors for the freshman.
So Adriano, like I said, you live and die with the serving. It's high risk, high reward. She's missed her last 2 serves, but the key right now is Grand Canyon's hitting .250 in this match, and Nebraska's only hitting .214. So it's a nice turnaround by them, and they got a 2-point lead.
Hunter West back to serve. And serve is just long.
That's what it's serving. It's almost like contagious. Somebody starts missing, then everybody starts missing on both teams. Nice serve.
Used from off the net. Beche, overpass. Not down, good up by Nunez. Did she get the touch? Parlanti. Yes, there was a. They're going to say long, no touch.
They're saying no touch. I'm curious. She took a nice swing trying to hit the block, but the coach who's standing right there is not going to pull out the card.
Tough pass there. Parlanti again. Off to block touch, and then into the block goes Pierce.
Wow, what a cover by Olivia Mock.
Back row Segler. Not down. Good hustle there by Anderson and Libero to keep it alive. Free ball opportunity here. Flynn pushes out to Pierce. Pierce thought she was coming inside, and she went out to the pin.
Tough play there. Danny's like, come on, guys. But that's what's happening. You get in long rallies, sometimes the communication will break down.
Off the top of the block goes Beche. The block touch. Around the middle. Swing is long, no touch point. Nebraska, we're knotted at 14. 5th tie here in set number 2.
Nebraska's down and hitting 100 now, and they're having a really hard time killing the ball. So you got to give Grand Canyon credit because their block is touching a lot of balls right now, and they're starting to dig more.
One has to take the first touch. But Pierce, nope. They're going to say back row attack. Was Pierce in the back row? It must have been. It'll be a point GCU, 15-14. We'll be back here in Lincoln in just a minute. Freshmen are stepping up here this evening. Terea Sigler already with a career high 6 kills. You see the numbers for Beche and Adriano as well. It's an impressive stat line right there for all 4 of them.
It's a great class, and not even all the freshmen are playing this year. So it's going to be the future for Nebraska volleyball.
Yeah, I would imagine if you're an opposing coach, you have Nebraska on the schedule here in the next few weeks. They throw this on tape, and you're thinking, oh my. That is a deep team. Overpass, put down.
Again, there's the lefty, Campbell Flynn. She's up to 4 kills now. 4 kills, 4 attempts, hitting 1,000.
Good pass. Right down the middle. Nunez with the kill.
So this is Nunez, who plays opposite the setter, and she's going to run what we call a left in. So she's going to run around here and come in the middle of the court. Here's this play here, and here's an outside hitter out here. So you can see one-on-one, and it's a really nice swing right there by Nunez.
Parlanti with the serve. Mauk steps in. Bump set outside. Skylar Pierce with the kill.
Skylar Pierce is getting going a little bit. She has 2 nice kills now, so let's see if she can build on that.
She has such a live arm.
And she has great footwork. I'm watching there thinking, oh, that's really nice footwork.
Where'd she learn that?
Well, yeah, something that develops. She had a good club program she played in that really helped develop her.
I was going to let you take credit. I was setting you up there.
Well, we worked hard on it last year, but she's a great learner, great athlete. Nice pass.
Look out, Rebecca Alec. Timing so good right there.
Larry, I just show you what a great pass is. Oh, we get cut off here a little bit, but look how quiet she is right there. And this is going to score a lot on that.
That was an overpass, and Terea Sigler put it back down. Seven kills now for Sigler.
Rebecca Alec really thumping her serve. Oh boy. Campbell's got it.
Good hustle. How about that? Great defense, and Sigler closes.
We got to show Rebecca Alec's set. This is a beach player right here. A middle blocker. She's going to be telling Danny to say, I need to be a setter now.
I tell you what, we'll look at it when we come back, Coach. We'll have it all set up for everybody. Come on back and see the set by Rebecca Alec. Look at that last play. First, we'll start with the block off the head.
Off the head. Yeah, but she's just so high, and that went up. And look at the save by Campbell. But here's what's really impressive. This is a set right here. And look at, Grand Canyon wasn't even ready. That's a tremendous play by Rebecca Alec right here. And we call this using the ground. She just lifts that ball up there for her. Super play. That's an ESPN top 10. Well, no, it's a Nebraska Public Media top 10.
There we go.
We need some music to go with that. We just need to get some music going with it, with the great plays. Another tough serve by Alec.
Rolled over, and the kill by Ramirez.
It's a really good off-speed shot there. Had the Huskers on their heels. I think that's her first off-speed she's hit, so it's really, really nice kill for them, and it puts them right back in this game.
Free ball over. Good opportunity here. Nunez behind her. Hughes with the swing and the kill. Got it at 19.
It's impressive by Grand Canyon hanging in here. Nice pass, Maisie.
And then the kill for Sigler. Nebraska first into the red zone. They have not lost a set this year when they're the first team to 20.
They're at, this telestrator and everything. I love passing so much. Just when I see the really good technique by Maisie there, it makes me want to just replay all the passes. But passing is such a hard skill.
Sigler.
And there is, we've talked about with our passers, and this is the analogy for our fans. The ball, think of a car coming at you at 42 miles an hour, and you're basically 40 feet away. Just think of how are you going to react to that. That's what they had to deal with, and the ball is moving.
(21-19), Nebraska with the lead, 4 away from going up 2-0 on GCU. Grand Canyon takes that timeout. Huskers here in this set hitting .321, still hitting .430 for the match. GCU 185. Nebraska among the best in the country right now. Opponents currently hitting 100 on the season against Nebraska. NCAA stats won't be updated until tomorrow, but right now that would be number 2 in the country, behind only Boston College.
So Larry, we could talk a little bit about Nebraska's timeout here. So what's happening here is Grand Canyon called the timeout because Nebraska got a 2-point run. So we're getting into the red zone or to the end of the game. So right now, Jalen is talking to the team and letting them know, here's what we're going to expect. Here's what they've done before in this rotation. And remember, in volleyball, there's 6 rotations. So you're playing 6 mini games all the time, depending on what rotation you're in and what rotation the opponents are in. And Grand Canyon, I'll just tell you they're in what's called rotation 3. So the setter's in left back right now. I'm sorry, rotation 1, the setter's in right back. And they're in what's called a triple stack over here. So they're gonna run people all over the place.
Go to Hughes, who goes line, good up by Mount. Great pass.
Wow.
Fantastic pass that leads to the kill by Obeche.
Really nice transition play by Nebraska. So Bergen Riley's in serving.
Swing is wide. Nebraska 2 away.
So
4-0 run, Sergeant.
The Huskers brought Bergen in to serve for Adriano because she missed her last 2 serves, and here they go. Here they're going on a run. Bergen's also a great server.
Tip, and it is down. So that ends the 4-0 run. Ramirez will be back to serve for the Lopes. Fewer hitting options here for the Huskers in this rotation. Good up. Aggressive swing off the block. And Parlanti with the kill.
So Larry, we have a saying, if you hit high line, you're a goddess. And that was a high line hit right there. Nobody's digging that. And somebody's got a sore finger over there who kicks
into this sport, for this community, for this state.
Yeah. Awesome job, guys.
Obeche, no doubter. Great set by Campbell in system, and they run the middle.
So Larry, this is Campbell Flynn's left hand setting all this up. Watch this if we can freeze it right there. Look at all this block on Campbell. They're worried about her left hand going down, and then replayed. Here we go. And then nobody's up on Obeche. We call that night-night.
Set point. Fires through the block, and the kill by Goodman. Or checked out Parlanti with the kill.
Nice high hard hit into the top of the block by Parlanti there. All right, big side out for the Huskers, big serve for Grand Canyon. Who's going to go for it? This is what I love. This is perfect pass by Liv. Oh.
And tried to end it. Was there a touch? Grand Canyon says yes. Officials say no, and we are going to have a challenge here on set point.
Okay. My gut tells me she may have got it.
Might have got it, yeah. The reaction was pretty immediate.
Again, yeah. The cameras tell the different story.
Not calling it yet.
Yeah,
yeah, got her.
Think you got her?
Got the pinky finger, Obeche's left little finger.
I'm looking at how high Obeche is in the air. Look how high her feet are off the air.
Right.
Gravity's not her problem.
No, So this is going to create a set point.
He already made a decision. He's talking. So let's see. Put his hand up.
Yeah.
So they got it.
Yep. So the announcement made here in the arena, there was a touch, and now we're at 24-23. Big point here for both teams. Set point number 3 for Nebraska.
Now you got to look, who's Campbell going to set? She dumped it last time, and Grand Canyon won the point. She has no back row attack, really. So somebody's going to have to put a ball away here. Nice serve. It's a tough pass.
Obeche not down. Nunez pushes out. Big swing, but the block is there. Flan and Obeche on the block. And Nebraska takes set number 2.
That was a really nice block. Campbell Flynn just decided to end it. Look at this right here. Great move. Look how strong that left hand is. She turns it in here. Awesome job right there. And for a really big point.
Season high in assists for Campbell Flynn. Season high for kills. Nebraska is rolling. Saw but Dad was behind him.
Yeah, their family loves volleyball. They send me videos of when they're playing like over Christmas volleyball down in Georgia.
Oh, no kidding. Well, Don was a pretty good athlete. One of those very mobile centers. Lasted a long time. Good coverage there by Obeche. Nice recycle. Pounded down to the block, and that block finally successful for GCU.
Great rally by GCU. Amazing discipline there. They blocked 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls, and finally Nebraska couldn't cover it.
So Guerrero now to serve. Huskers looking for the sweep. I mentioned the win over Houston Christian. Of course, we have this here tonight, and then later tonight, you have Bud Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah, how do I watch that? Is it on Nebraska Public Media?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
You don't even have to pay for the subscription this time.
Okay. I love Bud Crawford.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a fun one. I was just told we just barely lost out on the rights. Swing into the net.
So when you look at Grand Canyon, I mean, they're hitting 0 to start this game, but they're hitting 172 for the match. That's been one of the highest percentages of Nebraska opponents here in the last few matches.
Absolutely.
So they're hanging in there pretty well.
Pushed over.
Nice up again by Maisie.
Swing just wide by Sigler. One of the few hitting errors Sigler's had.
We call that the 4-to-4 shot. Zone 4 to zone 4 on the court, or it's a wrist away shot. And it's a really hard shot to hit, but if you hit it in, it's pretty much a kill.
Landfair is pretty good at that 4-to-4. A great tip. Pushes it deep back into zone 6 where nobody was there. Sorry, zone 5. Yep.
Yeah, Bellis here makes this is a really nice play. Great touch by her, gets it up, and she's just going to 2-shoot that. We call that a 2-shoot because it's on the second contact. 2-shoot it to where nobody is. Great overhead shot there, guys. Smart play.
Sigler right between the back row defenders.
This is what makes this hard to defend, Larry, the tempo of the set. This is coming out here really fast, and so the block, see how late the block is? They're just even trying to get out there. That's what we call a faster tempo set.
Overpass put down, and Ramirez with another kill. She's leading the way with 12 for GCU.
I love how Grand Canyon's coming out and competing right now. We haven't talked much about Grand Canyon University. We've gone there several times to play beach volleyball. They have a great beach court, great beach program, and they're building the indoor team. Now they're in the Mountain West Conference, but it's oh wow.
Out of rotation.
Out of rotation. This will be interesting. I'm more worried about Jalen right now. He's hunched over. Oh.
You've seen that look before.
Yeah. It's
trying not to get too upset on the slide there. Nice kill.
But I was talking about Grand Canyon University. It's a for-profit college that they started, and it's huge now. And they have a great online program, but their campus is awesome. It's kind of Northwest Phoenix.
Yeah, when they first added D1 athletics, they went all in. They went out and got big names for the programs. It's a growing athletic department at GCU.
Yeah, I believe that their student body's over 40,000 now. I mean, Nebraska's at 23.
Good block. Now, Alec on the slide, and the block is there again. Back-to-back blocks by Bellis.
Wow, really nice job by her. She's a freshman.
Yeah.
And from Mesa, Arizona, so she's right there. Just, you can see how she finished her hands back into the court there. And Nebraska should have covered that. That'd be a good thing to show on video.
Pierce again. Into the antenna point, Nebraska. Or no, did not clear the tape.
So this is a third game hangover right now. Both teams are hitting negative. This is a little bit loss of focus after the break. It's a nice kill, but I should explain what a hitting efficiency is. It's what it is it's your kills minus your errors by total attempts. So it's like baseball. That's how we figure baseball. 300 hitter in baseball makes the Hall of Fame. 300 hitter in volleyball will probably be an All-American or All-Conference.
And the ace there. GCU on top by 2 now, 8-6.
Nebraska's struggling at that position. Laney's in for Adriano. Adriano was missing serves. They put Laney in now to play back row. And
on the slide, Obeche with the kill. That is now 8 kills on 14 swings for Manaya Obeche with no hitting errors. 571.
She's going to be a special player for Nebraska.
Upside out to Hughes, the swing long, no touch, point for the Huskers.
Yeah, I never take it for granted, and I'm just always very appreciative.
So there was no touch, point Nebraska now knotted at 8. Good swing there by Hughes, the lefty from the right side.
Feels like she's had a bigger impact in that match, but that's only her 3rd kill.
Kabachak now back to serve. Have you seen the plans for the soon-to-be renovated, as the ace there, soon-to-be renovated John Cook Arena?
I have not, but I know they're going to add more upper-level seats. They're going to put seat backs down here in the what we call the A section of the floor section. So they're just going to upgrade it, modernize it.
Yep.
But we'll be able to get more people in here.
Well, it seems like every match the SRO is standing room only.
Yeah, we look at it up here.
It's full. Yep.
But it's just as beautiful. It's a beautiful arena. I mean, it's like it was made for the sport of volleyball.
Well, you had a list of 7 things for Tom Osborne that you said had to happen before you moved over here. You must have got 7.
Yeah, we got all 7. Coach Osborne came through, and yeah, number 1 was the women's bathroom.
That's right.
Because I remember in between, we had 10 minutes in between games 2 and 3, and I'd walk by the women's bathroom, the one women's bathroom in the Coliseum, on the line all the way down. I'm like, oh my gosh, these poor women. So that was number 1.
Is there you've been all over the country. I've certainly been all over the Big Ten, but is there a better home arena, amenities, fan support facility than this?
In my opinion, no. But the Big Ten's making an effort, and several schools have built nice arenas.
Ohio State,
yeah. But it's only seats really 3,000.
Right.
This is, we can be close to 9,000 tonight, and when they upgrade, it'll be 10,000.
Another ace for Nebraska. 11-11.
So this is the second time Olivia Mock's done this. We call this a yo-yo serve, or like a baseball pitcher, it's a changeup. She's going to hit it, but take a little off. Watch this thing drop. So it's going to go there, and just see how it drops, and the passer can't see that, and that can't react quick enough. She's got 2 aces doing that.
How many times did she ace you? You only get one shot.
It was one shot. It was done. I'm like, I can't pass her.
We all saw that.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah,
it was fun to watch.
Yeah, that thing about broke my arms.
What a great shot there.
That's an international tip right there. Just throwing it over there. Big time play.
Yeah. Alec with the set. Adriano again. Wow. Inside the block. Shaved off an angle there. What a shot.
Yeah, this is, look at a dig by Campbell Flynn. Here again, here's Rebecca Alex setting the ball. This is a big time hit. I mean, that thing is sharp and down.
Off the block and down. Successful block there by Goodman. And now Goodman will go back to serve. 13-12, Nebraska hitting 357 in the match to 148 for GCU.
Yeah, GCU is actually out blocking Nebraska tonight.
Wow. Sigler into the block, and they do it again. Bellis with the block.
See, Sigler thinks playing club in high school she can hit this shot, but not against.
Right.
And that's great discipline right there, and super job. And Sigler's got to learn, you can't hit that shot against a 2-person block in college.
4 blocks in this set alone for Grand Canyon. They have 8 in the match. Alec with the kill there.
I think Bellis has 3 blocks.
Serve by Adriano.
Boy, you can just, boy, she looked so confident early, and now that was not a great toss or a very confident server.
Sigler rolls it over and gets the kill. Terea Sigler, 12 kills in the match. That is,
It's one of the reasons they have 4. Grand Canyon has 4 blocks is because, like she said, they're just thinking, they're just trying to bounce balls, and that's why you get blocked, because you're getting in the block.
Good up, nice dig there by Nunez in the back row. That goes off the block touch. Rebecca on the slide, not down. Pierce with the kill from the left side.
Great rally by both teams. You get there. So nice swing. Hopefully Skylar will get a little confidence from that.
Service line has been a little bit of an issue here tonight as well.
So Larry, I'll ask you a question.
All right.
How many serves have the Huskers missed long compared to in the net?
It's a great question. I think as many in the net as it's been long. Maybe like one or two more.
Yeah,
in the net.
So. Which it's a focus thing. It's
because you don't miss the long, or you don't mind the long miss, right, Coach? You mind the one that's in the net.
Right. You look at that one. I mean, that was in the middle of the net. Yeah. And Adriano's was in the middle of the net. And I've always told the team, when you do that, it's just like, it's almost like you give them a point, but it's almost like giving extra point because they're like, wow, that was weak. So psychologically, something goes on here. Beckett comes in and thumps it.
Bump set. Here's Pierce again. Off the top of the block. Good high hand shot by Skylar Pierce.
Here's our high line. So she's going to blast it off these hands up here. And let's watch this hit here. Boom. Right. See that hand get blown back. And there it goes over everybody's heads. Some great matches there. And Marilyn will be back on Nebraska Public Media.
Back row, Sigler got it.
I think I'm doing that Maryland match, so we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a back row attack. And you can see she stayed behind the 10-foot line on this and one-on-one block, and she's a great back row attacker. It's such a weapon.
Good push.
Nice dig.
Obeche long, no touch.
Yeah, Obeche just wasn't quite there to be able to hit that. It all happened a little fast. She was a little late. If Campbell could see her and just slow that down, set a little bit higher, give her some time.
Bella Anderson now to serve. Into the net on GCU, where they had the overpass.
They did.
And into the net, so the Huskers first to the red zone once again.
Oh, that's a tough play for them. I like, you just watched the coach there. She came out and said, hey, we're okay, let's go next point. Because as a coach, you want to say, are you kidding me? You got an overpass in net.
We've seen those reactions on your face in the past. I think there's a compilation video out there somewhere.
Yeah,
your reaction.
I've seen it. The last ride, there's a few in there that I'm like, whoa.
Kabachal back to serve. Pierce, good swing. Skylar Pierce coming alive here in set number 3. Pierce now with 5 kills in the match.
That's 3 kills this game, and they've all been really nice kills.
Right into the block. Sigler and Obey. Passes a little off. Good dig by Flynn. Bump set by Mauk. Here's Sigler. Got it. Two away from the sweep. 14 kills in the match now for Sigler. hitting .267. No touch. Swing was long, and we are at match point. That'll bring the Devaney Center crowd to their feet, but we have a challenge. We'll take a look. Was there a touch? Yep, there was. That right hand of Adriano, you can see, got that finger. Looks like maybe the index finger of a right hand. 6 have been sweeps. Obeche off the tape, and that will create match point. So now the Devaney Center crowd on their feet for what they hope will be the final point of the match. 24-18, Olivia Mauk to serve for the sweep. And in an anticlimactic way, it goes into the antenna, and Nebraska gets the point. They get the set and match for the Big Red.